A very pleasant day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Auto Review. I'm Ron De Los Reyes, and today we're coming to you from the beautiful town of Pantabangan. This is in Nueva Ecija, and we are joining the trip hosted by Mazda Philippines, and this is called the Mazda Skyactiv Experiment 3. This is a series of test drives featuring Mazda vehicles. Last year, we joined two of those test drives featuring the Mazda 6 with Skyactiv technology and the Mazda CX-5. This time, however, Mazda is introducing the all-new Mazda 3, and this is the car that was assigned to us. And this is a Mazda 3 hatchback with a 2-liter gasoline engine. Very powerful car, very agile on the road, and of course we are able to test this on various road conditions. The highway, and then we had a lot of winding roads just coming over here, and a little bit of rough roads. So we are enjoying this test drive, and we'll tell you more about this. We are headed towards Baler in Aurora, and we've traveled about 200 kilometers. We still have about 110 kilometers to go. Before we go on to all these, let's take a look at our auto news update. The Volvo Car Group celebrates its golden anniversary this year with its dedication to protecting the children, the smallest and most vulnerable car occupants. Having established a reputation for road safety, Volvo started its groundbreaking work with the world's first rear-facing child seat prototype in a PV544 back in 1964, followed in 1967 by a reversible front passenger seat with special child backrests. The first child seat to be sold to customers was created by turning the front passenger seat around. Adding a padded backrest with straps made sure that the rearward-facing child was kept in place. In 1972, Volvo came up with its first rearward-facing child seat designed to support the neck and help spread the force of a frontal impact over a larger area. This year, Volvo introduces the inflatable child seat concept, which is still on its development stage. It is easy to install and can be tucked away in a small bag when not in use. This means that the child seat can be easily transferred between cars, and the bag even fits in carry-on luggage when flying or traveling. These world-leading child safety innovations have been a hallmark of Volvo ingenuity that has set the bar of child safety standards. In other stories, Toyota unveils yet another fun vehicle in the body of the all-new Yaris in a hip launching ceremony held at Resorts World in Pasay City. Continuing their Wakudoki campaign, the stylish and lively Yaris is further improved and on the onset fares better than its predecessor.
Looking at the style, very stylish and good looking, so apparently we target a younger market, especially for the ladies who are very conscious of fashion. We just launched a new Yaris. It's quite good looking and more spacious and comfortable. And please visit your nearest Toyota dealer to see it for yourself. I'm sure you love it.
The all-new Yaris arrives with a new sense of style, outstanding safety features, and of course Toyota's stellar reputation for reliability, durability, and value for money.
Compared to the previous generation, this all-new Yaris is actually a bigger car. So in terms of comfort inside for the passengers, it's better than the previous one. The highlight would be the engine. We used to have only the 1500, but now we're covering a bigger market because of the 1300. So the practical customers who gives more importance on fuel efficiency would definitely take the 1300. So it's a bigger market to tap, and we're very excited to get into that market.
2014 Toyota Yaris is now much more competitively priced at 720,000 pesos for the 1.3E manual transmission. The price goes up to 755,000 pesos for the 1.3E automatic and tops out at 845,000 pesos for the 1.5G automatic.
Tonight we're launching the new Yaris. You see, we're quite happy that this year we have launched so far 3 new models. If you recall, we launched the new Altis last January and Wigo last February, and now this is our new entry to the hatchback market, the new Yaris. And we feel that this time around we have a good product with the Toyota Yaris. It's now bigger, a very big improvement from the previous model, and all in all, a very good product for this target market.
And so goes our Auto News Update, Auto Review. We'll be back. Stay with us.
The all-new Isuzu D-Max.
On to our Isuzu feature. The strength of its pickup and light-duty truck models in the marketplace has continued to push Isuzu Philippines Corporation's sales performance in the first 3 months of 2014, indicating a trend that is seen to persist for the rest of the year. Overall sales of IPC products from January to March reached 3,068 units, which is a solid 12.2% increase from the 2,734 units the company sold during the same 3 months in 2013. In the light commercial vehicle segment, the Isuzu D-Max remains on top of the charts from January to March with sales of 943 units, registering a huge 77.3% spike from the 532 units delivered during the same period in 2013. The D-Max's strength offset the Isuzu Crosswind's 10.3% dip from 1,362 units sold this year versus 1,518 units last year, and Altera's total of 190 units this year versus 164 units in 2013. The results put IPC's light commercial vehicle tally at 2,424 units from January to March this year, or 9.5% more than the 2,214 units recorded during the same months a year ago. Isuzu Philippines President Nobuo Izumina said there are numerous factors that continue to push IPC's performance, which include a strengthening national economy and a steady influx of remittances from abroad. He also said there are also some basic factors that come into play, not least of which is the trust Filipinos steadfastly place on Isuzu vehicles. And among these is the latest D-Max, which is proving to be the most popular of them all. To further let local consumers get acquainted with the D-Max, IPC on April 25 to 27 or this weekend is staging the first leg of the 2014 D-Max 4x4 Drive Series at the Eastgate Center, Barangay San Jose in San Fernando, Pampanga. The off-road driving activity will tackle a track that features numerous slopes and hills to climb up and descend from, demonstrating the D-Max's power and traction. After the Pampanga leg, the 2014 Isuzu D-Max 4x4 Drive Series moves to Mandaue, Cebu on May 9 to 11, then to Bacolod City on May 23 to 25, and travels to Cagayan de Oro City on June 6 to 8, and culminates in Davao City June 20 to 22. You're watching AutoReview, and we're bringing you the first part of our series on the Mazda Skyactiv Experiment 3. And this is a test drive that features the all-new Mazda 3 with Skyactiv technology.
This is the press drive of the new Mazda 3 Skyactiv, first ever in a public road. We have 10 cars here today. We're in Tarlac, by the way, on the way to Bale. So we left Manila, and so far it's been really good. The reaction from the expert press people has been very favorable. We have two variants, two different models, in fact all in total about 4 variants, sedan hatchback. We have the V on the entry level, very well equipped, and then we have the R on the top end. Both will have the hatchback and sedan, so in total there are 4 variants. Okay. And we had several presentations, the latest one being the driving dynamic, about how the engineers develop the driving dynamic. So now we're just starting our next phase of journey, which is Bale.
We go for a short stop over here at Hillocks Coffee Shop. There's a new restaurant over here. We've not been to this place for a long time, and it's really good to be back here in Pantabangan, and we hope to see more of the views of Pantabangan.
We are now at Pantabangan Dam and looking at the majestic view and driving the beautiful cars. Of course, it's a good experience because we feel the driving dynamics of the vehicle. So it's a very good experience for everybody.
Segway Philippines, the country's distributor of personal two-wheel mobility, is slowly transforming the local transportation landscape with its various sales units and company patronage of their products. Segway has sold over 150 units and currently partners with Bonifacio Global City in Taguig. Used as security patrolling and for walking tours, Segways are now being used by security personnel at some Ayala-owned malls, and the brand's numerous variants are proving to be ideal transport solutions in a number of theme parks, golf courses and resorts, as well as in corporate offices. Segway Philippines said that among their clients are the Mind Museum, Seven Stones Boracay Suites, Nisibis Bay, Plantation Bay Spa and Resort, Toby Sports, Major Spring, San Miguel Corporation, and Kia Motors. The company is also now providing Segways for tours in Enchanted Kingdom and Boracay, and is hoping to offer the same in Intramuros and Rizal Park.
Simply Moving Philippines Incorporated, or Segway Philippines, has been around here since 2011. Segway, being the world's leader in green transportation, is the same as our vision that we want to introduce a greener lifestyle by going around the city without polluting our environment.
Here's a demonstration on how to use Segway as a personal mobility unit.
We'd like to introduce you to the basic use of how to use a Segway. Now, it's not really hard, actually just takes 2 minutes to learn it. Because since it's a very technologically advanced machine, there are gyros inside the system that coordinates with each other with the motors, because each wheel has its own motor and it has gearing. So technically it self-balances for you, so you will not fall off. As you can see, I'm not even using any hands, and yet it's balancing on its own. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm moving little by little because it's the motors making yourself balance. So how do you start on a Segway? First, you have to put your two hands on the steering wheel or the handlebar, and you step on the Segway name and up. As you can see, I'm already balanced. Now the handlebar is only meant for you to turn. So I'll turn it to the left, and I'll move the handlebar to the right. It's going to turn right. The only way you can make the Segway move is by leaning forward, basically putting your weight on your toes. So I'm going to move forward, and for me to stop, I'll just stand up straight or put my weight in the back, and I'm stopped. If I want to move backwards, all I need to do is put the weight all at the back. Very, very simple, and you will not fall down, because if you tend to move forward or lean forward, it's going to move forward with you. So it's almost like you're one with the machine, because any movement you make, it's going to move towards that direction. So same, I'm going to move backwards, I'm going to move forwards, I'm just going to turn. And there you go. That's the Segway.
Let's know more about Kia. The PBA Board of Governors has approved the application of Colombian Autocar Corporation, exclusive distributor of Kia vehicles in the country, to join the PBA Pro Basketball League. The PBA Board gave an overwhelming vote of confidence to CAC's interest to join the Pro League, saying that with Kia's entry, there is an expected renewed interest and popularity in the league. Kia Philippines President Gina Domingo said Kia's joining the PBA is yet another testament to the success of Kia's global strategy of engaging their customers through sports marketing. Kia now looks forward to living up to its marketing axiom as the brand with the power to surprise. Kia becomes the second automotive company to join the Pro League, next to Toyota, which was bannered then by Robert Jaworski during the intense Toyota-Crispa hardcourt rivalry in the 70s and 80s. And that's our show for today. We hope you enjoyed it, and we have just brought you part 1 of our test drive, the Mazda Sky Active Experiment 3. This is the third of a series of Mazda test drives, and now featuring the all-new Mazda 3 with Sky Active technology. We'd like to thank Berjaya Auto Philippines, distributors of Mazda cars in the country, for inviting us to this beautiful event. Until next week at the same time here on AutoReview, this is Ron Delosay saying thank you for joining us. Drive safely all the time. We'll see you next week.